Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, wherever you guys are. It's Rhea here. I'm just hopping on to do Gaia's message this morning. Rhea on the run, just got done a run. Wanted to do a message out here in this beautiful energy still. You know, we're still experiencing the full moon energies and lots of clearing, lots of new beginnings. You know, they all happen simultaneously. So I just wanted to pull some cards. I thought that we would take a little cross breath first, though, guys. I'll just give it a minute to see if anybody pops on. I was going to do it outside on my porch, but it was so sunny, so I decided to drive on the beach and do it out of my rig here. I always love doing messages out of my vehicle. It keeps the wind and the sun and all of that. Before we begin, I'll just go outside here, show you guys a view. We'll take in some of that energy. It's wicked beautiful out here again. Nice. Tide's kind of high. Sun's behind the clouds, so I think I'll wait a second and we'll do a cross breath. Hold on here, guys. It's not overly sunny, so that's good. My phone won't overheat. Hey, Lauren, how are ya? Just hopping on to do a Gaia's message. Anybody out there who's watching, if you guys don't mind sharing out, I'd appreciate it. I'm gonna do a Gaia's message, and I'm gonna do a collective message, and do some messages for those that share out. I'll also stick my PayPal here, guys, if any of you feel inclined for a reading. PayPal. Feel inclined to have a personal reading, more thorough reading just for you on this live. It's open donations. But if you share out, I'll give you a quickie. I appreciate you guys joining. Hey, Carolyn. Thank you guys for joining. It always means so much to me, for you guys to, bring your focus, your awareness, and your light to this platform. And it's so important right now to shine your light in whatever way, shape, or form, or wherever you are. Gaia is immediately telling me right now and sharing it's important to shine. Align and shine. Align to your heart's truth and shine it out wherever it is, whoever you're with, even in your, Gaia is saying, even when you're alone and in your meditation state and having that alone time, you're making a huge impact just by aligning and connecting and allowing your natural frequency and energy to come forth is what Gaia is saying. So now is the time to align and shine. It's not necessarily about having to perform any special anything from the mind. It's about, holy crap, this guy's got a good fish. Like he's pulling it in there. It's simply about allowing all that you are. And as we do that, then we're going to reflect that abundance in our life. We're going to reflect that alignment in our reality. Just curious what he caught. Anyways, just wanted to share that with you guys. And what the energies are really, for me personally, and probably for you guys that are watching, Lisa Peccinello, I think this is for you too, particularly. And I see your name right there. So when I was running this morning, well, let's do a cross breath first, then I'll get on with it. I'm going to keep my phone over here just for a second, guys. Curious what he caught. The sun's not shining. Well, it's shining. It's always shining. Just like our spirit, guys. It's always shining. It's always shining, whether we know it or not. We'll take a nice deep breath in. Let's just center ourselves and go to our heart space. I don't know what the heck happened to my phone. All of a sudden, the light is gone. Hold on here. What the heck happened? Hold on here. I don't know what the heck I did. What the heck did I do? Anyways, the light is always shining. Here it comes. We'll just take a nice deep breath in. To me, that sun is that physical representation of the light and love that we are. It's just that reminder of all that is available to us at all times, whether we're experiencing turmoil, whether we're experiencing some cloudiness, confusion, releasing, emotional stuff, anxiety. That sun is always there. And the way we clear our clouds and come to clarity and create a natural protection field around us and align to who we are is connecting to our heart space, bringing our awareness to our heart space, which is our truth, which is our divine frequency. And even if we don't feel it immediately, just bringing that focus, bringing that breath, bringing that awareness to our heart center illuminates it, culminates it, activates it, guys, so that we do come into clarity, that we do, just in case you guys are curious, what do you got? You got a fish. All right! It's a little, those little hammerhead ones. I can't remember what they're called. And bringing that attention and awareness to it. And as we enter that now, that center, we illuminate and we access all that we are. We access the Akash. We access our gifts. We access our pure God source energy to be activated. So we'll take a nice deep breath in, drop from our mind into our heart space, feel into the energy. It's moving, it's clearing, it's illuminating, it's activating. You are the prana. You are the prana to your own life force. And exhale. So know that, let me just switch this. Maybe it's just too bright out. What you bring attention to is what you create. Like, as you guys all know, where our focus goes is what grows. So when you bring attention to your center, to your heart, to your energy, that is what's going to illuminate. That's what's going to permeate you. There's no trying. It's just allowing, guys. All right. I do not know why this is so stinking dark all of a sudden. Did I do something weird? All right. So what I wanted to share, and I don't know why, Lisa, I feel this is pertinent to you also. I think you said that you have connections to what you feel is Native American or tribal energy. So when I was running this morning, and I thought I saw someone running behind me. So I looked in my peripheral and I saw what to me represented a male Native American Indian, no shirt, really, really brown, lean, and just following me. But I get really weird. Like, I don't like to stare at someone if they're behind me. So I glanced over just lightly and it looks like they moved directly behind me. So whether it was, we could say it's a figment of our imagination, but we know that imagination is just as real as the physical. And so what hit me was, it was one of my spirit guides, because I always felt very, very, very connected to the Native American energy. And he was following me and I didn't dare to look, but I saw him, but I kept running. And then eventually I looked and then he was gone. And that's happened to me a couple times before. Oh my God. Can you guys hear and see me okay? Son of a bee. I really see no light here. It's so weird. Oops. Sorry, guys. Oh, that does that. It switches it just by clicking it. So what I was really feeling is when I realized who it was, I thought at first it was Tiki Como, my alternate self on another timeline. But then I realized, oh my God, he is someone that I used to know when I lived in Vermont. And he was an Abenaki, and he was a homeless Indian, and he always walked the streets, and he always, in the summer, had no shirt on, very brown, very lean. And I remember I used to think, boy, I wish I could, because I had a hair business then, and I used to think, boy, I wish I could just cut his hair and whatever. But I didn't want to insult him, so I never approached him or asked him, but I always kind of admired him and felt like a connection to this man, and I always thought he was beautiful. And that was like years ago, maybe 20 to 30 years ago. So I don't even know if he is alive or if he's deceased. But I felt that it was him. And even as I speak it, I'm getting all tingly. So whether it literally is his spirit and he's passed on or it's his higher self, I choose to believe that it was him. But all morning and in the post full moon energies, I've been just feeling a lot of emotion and releasing. And what Spirit is sharing with me is that a lot of clearing, a lot of tribal clearing is taking place right now. And that is through our grounding to Mother Earth, a lot of that deep-seated energies of repression, of abandonment, of, Indians in general, taking over their territory, making them feel less than, making them feel fearful, making them feel insecure when we just quote unquote, the white men, even though it was all contracted, went in and did what they did and, burned their civilization, stole their children and all of that kind of stuff.
And I just like, I don't have any like biological connection yet. I'm feeling all of this energy. So there is a lot of clearing of deep cellular memory within Gaia of whatever natives that you might connect with, whether it be Native American or African or Hawaiian or whatever. There's a lot of clearing going on from the root chakra. The root chakra is really opening and clearing. I'm sorry, guys. I can't see Jack. Son of a bee. I don't know why it's so dark. Good morning, Kim Seagull. You will probably connect to this too. Kim, let me know if you're feeling any of that. Tribal and root chakra clearing and opening in our connections of safety, worth, that kind of stuff. I'm feeling that really, really, really strong. A huge ancestral clearing specifically with, God, I was just going to say Native Americans, and I've always felt connected to them. So I feel that's what's happening. Thank you, Carolyn, for sharing. Yes. Soul, yeah, like tribes and soul family. A lot of this stuff within us. It does not have to be a sunny day. Yes. Sorry, I had a phone call. No, the sun is always there. Just like the moon. The moon is always shining even in the day. We're still getting those energies. My man guide is a Native American. Yeah, it's no coincidence that you're on this because, yeah, me too. I've always had this male Indian. But I asked my internal dowser if it was Tiki Como, my guide, or me from another timeline. It said no, and then I asked if it was that other energy, and it said yes. So I always can douse and ask. So that is just my little message. As you said about Native American, I thought of this Enigma, Return to Innocence. Oh my God, that's one of my favorite songs, James. My brother's skin turns brown. Oh, thank you, Deborah. Yeah, so when he was running, and I moved over to the side as I was running for this person would pass me, and when I looked at my peripheral, he lined right up next behind me. And I'm like, he's telling me he's got my back. He's pushing me forward. He's running and taking the journey with us. So whenever you guys do, or whatever you feel connected to in spirit, they do have your back. They are running behind you. They are on the journey with you. They're right behind you and supporting you and just really sending you that love, that light, that support that is so needed right now. There's huge transformative energies taking place, huge healing, huge heart healing, huge root chakra healing. Sorry guys, I don't know what happened to my screen. All right, just looking here, guys. Hey, Tony Costa, thank you for joining. Yeah, it's one of my favorite songs too. Thank you, James. James, yeah, I missed you yesterday. I needed some info, James. I needed my spirit encyclopedia. I can't remember what I was asking, but I'm like, I wish James was here. All right, so I'm going to pull a couple, just because I haven't used these cards in a long time. I'm going to pull a mystical shamanic oracle just for a collective message for all you guys, providing it's in here. I was going to do it on the porch, and I grabbed all my stuff, threw it in the truck. Just the collective, because I do believe much of this ancient shamanic energy is being released right now. Energies that have been repressed, Gaia is saying, energies that have been quote unquote forgotten, we are reactivating, connecting, and allowing through us, through our root healing, through our root chakra, allowance and healing and connection, the root to the heart. We are accessing knowledge that I don't, not forbidden, but that has been closed off as this, I hate to say this, but the white men came and kind of repressed, or, all of that whole thing, the whole collective, where it went, which also was simply to give us an experience of all of this. So nothing is damned, nothing is doomed. All of it still stems from pure love, but it's to give us that experience of healing and knowing our power and embodying all that we are. It's through the trials and tribulations that we get to know who we really are. It's easy to get through the light, beautiful times and all that kind of stuff.
But it's not so easy when you're tested and you're tried. And it's not that God or anybody requires anything of us. We are one and the same with God's source energy. But we came with a contract or wanting that experience in spirit. We said, hey, I'm going to go and I'm going to play this role, and I'm going to go to the complete opposite of who I am, for I can experience and go through that experience and journey of self-realization, of transmuting those energies of repression. Okay. What we got here is the rattle. To me, the rattle wakes things up. It breaks up the energy. Like the waves pounding before me. Oh, this is such a better view, guys, than looking at me. Like the waves pounding, it breaks up the energy, releases the negative ions. The rattle is a wake up. It's a shake up. I'll go back to that in a second. I just want to show you guys this. And the feathers, the Native American, the spirit connected to spirit and shaking it up and reactivating and realigning and they're saying releasing codes that have been contained within Mother Earth, Gaia, our DNA, one and the same, or one with Mother Earth, as we are allowing these experiences, these emotions, these clearings, these healings. We are reactivating that which has been lost through shakeups. And guess what? Shakeups can be catastrophic. We'll quote unquote say catastrophic, towering moments. Shit being wiped beneath our feet shakes us up, wakes us up. The shakeup is the wake up, guys. Calling for spirit. Just like when we ring bells, it vibrates. That's healing. And it wakes you up. And connecting to the divinity that we are. The 43 is a 7. Okay, you guys want to see a brown guy? So this man here, he walks the beach every day and has a staff, but similar color. I'm not saying he's Indian, but similar color. But that's really weird, guys. This is no coincidence, okay? This is no coincidence that he is walking, because he looks like an earth keeper. Does he not look like an earth keeper? Where is he? Oh, shoot, cancel. He looks like an earth keeper. He walks with his staff, and to me, he's connecting and activating and, what's it called? Where he steps, I believe he activates the light. Releases information. Every day he walks. And so we are connecting to the divinity, the truth that we are. We are releasing deeper levels of truth. Everything is truth, guys, if you believe it, because that is your experience and you create it through whatever it is you believe. So there's all these different layers and possibilities, but there's more pure truth, I believe. Like, it is truth that, say, you were beaten or you grew up terrible, and you can say, well, that's the truth of it. My family didn't love me and blah, blah, blah. Or you can find a deeper level of truth and saying, oh, I picked that. That was a blessing. It's brought me to this greater self-empowerment and realization and healing of ancestries. And so you could take one incident and you can always expand it to a brighter, lighter level of truth. And to me, this is the rattle. It's like saying, wake up, wake up. Whatever has shaken you up is to wake you up and to release that light. Release the codes. And the gold light is illuminating from it. All right, guys. Have you talked to him? I feel he has a story to share with you. Oh. Have you heard of physical changers during a spiritual journey? I don't know what you mean by physical changers, Lynn. Do you mean like shapeshifters and spirits that take on energies and stuff? You can explain, or if you want to hop on, Lynn, I'll add you. I'll add you. Shake and break. Yeah, shake and break, shake and bake. And sometimes, the whole shake and bake, the chicken coating, it's like it shakes you up and it breaks you open, but sometimes you really literally feel baked because you got to go through this freaking ass ring of fire, this Phoenix rising. You got to be burnt and get off all that doesn't serve you anymore, but it's also to activate and release that passion, that flame. Everything is this and that. It's this and that. You might get burned, but you're also releasing your passion at the same time. You might be burning to that which served you. I'm not ever saying anything is bad. It once served you, but you're burning limiting beliefs and truths
and you're burning them and singeing them, but it's actually allowing a higher frequency truth to emanate, your light to come forth, your divinity and expression to be more, quote unquote, purified, more, okay, you know what pure to me is? It's empowered, self-empowerment and free. When I say pure, I mean free. Yes, shake and bake, shake and break. I have some physical stuff coming up, releasing these fears. I've got some major physical stuff. It's called all in the heart. Everything for me is heart healing, emotional, like, but my right heel too. I don't know if it's a fascia on the back of my right heel. It's kind of been bugging me. But I have some physical stuff. Okay, you know what? Oh, shoot. All right, Lisa, and for the collective, Lisa's standing as a space holder. I'm going to pull a Mother Earth heart card. These are all emotional. Everything is from the emotional realm, and that will create your physicality. So I'm asking specifically for you, Lisa, but I'm also knowing that everyone watching this has something to gain from it. And the Mother Earth heart cards are our unity and are working in symbiosis with Mother Earth. And as we heal, it is reflected in the physical world. And they're to align us to our heart energy. So I'm just going to ask for a specific message for you, Lisa. Look at my above comment. Oh my God, it's like my screen is all black. Oh, God. So what we got here is, it's so amazing how this happens. So obviously I was running on the side of the road, saw this leaf, all yellow. So the leaf is like energies that have lived its purpose. It's fulfilled its time. And that heart there. So maybe, I don't know if there's something, Lisa, from the emotional state that you might still be holding on to, or they're saying holding yourself accountable for. Maybe not forgiving yourself for some sort of past experience, or holding on to something from the past. But it's bringing you to a greater opening, obviously, a greater opening of your own heart, of your own divinity. Maybe it's hard for you to end a cycle to begin another one. It's also acknowledging you knowing the cycles and how every cycle leads you to higher frequencies of love, more unfiltered truth, upgraded experiences. But the back, what it says is shine on, and this is yellow. It's beautiful. So it's also saying allow yourself those experiences of the past to allow them to let you shine. They're saying some of the most I don't know why they're saying things that have made us feel maybe we didn't stand up to the fullness of who we are, can bring about shame or guilt, or we thought we could have done something better. And it's saying no, absolutely not, because it's brought you to a greater light within yourself. And certain things that we hold ourselves accountable for or judge ourselves for had to be that way in order to break us open so our light can shine, to have us experience intense emotions or things that wouldn't have ever brought us to that level of comprehension and that of wisdom, of knowledge. We needed every experience exactly as it was in order to shine, break open and shine our light, is what Spirit is saying. As you see more and more beauty in your world, the more your own light shines. The more you recognize your true nature, the more beauty you see. You are the world, for the world is within you. As you see your world, as you see yourself, as within, as without. So there could be something within yourself that you're not recognizing quite to the fullness of how beautiful you are, how pure, how Source sees you, of this pure vessel, channel, conduit, expression of perfect divinity flowing through you, Lisa, and all of us. And what did I say at the beginning of this live? For those who were not there, I said it is so important right now to shine our light, to allow it to shine. Everything that we've gone through in the past year, 2 years, was all to bring us to an opening where we're able to express a more authentic version of ourself. That is the message for the collective. All right. Oh my God. Thank you, Lisa, for that. That was a beautiful message. Thank you. Yes, that last piece of Chuck's passing. Yeah. Same with all of us, Lisa. Same with all of us. Be gentle. Gaia is saying be gentle on yourself. All right. So I see a few people shared. If you don't think that I've seen you, reshare because the screen is really dark. That was beautiful. I think probably all you guys shared, but have you? Just looking here, guys. I think Carolyn, Lynn. Okay, I'm just gonna, whoever I'm drawn to, I can't really see really good. So, beautiful Lauren, partner in lives. I'm gonna pull you one. All right, we'll do some quickies here. Because we're doing Gaia, I thought that I would pull, because, you know, the whole tribal energy and clearing and the root chakra really being healed, cleared, and healed, released. Mother Earth's creatures have messages for us. So, Lauren, I'm going to pull you a spirit animal out of this book. A message from an animal that is working with your energy, or that is resonant with your energy, that has a message. Panda, black and white. To me, that is bringing opposing forces automatically, the yin and yang, into balance. It's showing clarity in the mind. It's showing clearness, and we all know what a gifted intuit you are. And it's just showing that with the head all white, to me, it's representing clarity of thought, clear vision, seeing, hearing, observing through divine eyes, high frequencies, opening of the the seventh chakra, your ears, your mouth, your throat. It says, your thinking, this is where your thinking is too polarized into black and white, right or wrong. So try to broaden your perspective. So my interpretation is that's exactly what you are doing, Lauren. Can't let go of what's it called? Compartmentalize. I can't even think of the word. Compartmentalize the stuff. Don't do that. Everything has a mixture of itself. Everything is serving. And this is what you're getting past. You can do anything you want once you set your mind to it. That's exactly what you teach. Especially if the desire originates in your heart. Take yourself somewhere up high where you can view the world below and meditate from this vantage point, observing how you feel as you do. Rather than juggling a whole bunch of projects, take one at a time. This is always what you teach. Focus and follow through. And finish it before moving to the next. Incorporate the goddess Kuan Yin in your panoply of spiritual consultants. Rely on your intuitive voice. Very intuitive, very clear. And giving very clear guidance. So to me, this panda, and I know you like Oreo cookies, right? So that's kind of funny too, because he looks like an animal version of an Oreo cookie. So the sweetness, allowing the sweet frequencies, allowing the things that make you feel good, releasing the mind of judgment or thinking things have to be a certain way, and drawing from the heart and allowing that heart energy to permeate your mind. That's exactly what you're doing. That's exactly what you're teaching. That's exactly what you're guiding, coaching. Shoo. So beautiful, Lauren. All right, Lynn, you're next. Shoo. Falcon. You got the falcon, Lynn. So we got lots. Oh no, osprey, not falcons. We have here. So the falcon, you got specifically the peregrine falcon. And what it's saying is this is a time to act swiftly swiftly in the pursuit of your goal. Yesterday when Lauren and I were doing lives, we did get that taking action is important. We all want that new beginning. Well, to have that new beginning, to walk through that portal, we've got to take some sort of action. We are physical beings. We energetically might feel and read and understand something, but then there comes a time where we actually take some sort of movement in the right direction. Not that there's any wrong direction, but you get what I'm saying. Be especially guarded with your health at this time, sticking with nutritious organic foods and healthy... Oops. Oh, sorry. Sorry, a little bit of wind there, or probably the cord got caught. So being conscious, being conscious of what you're taking into your body, I'm not a really strict person with that. Do what you feel. I don't believe in deprivation, because then that just creates a resistance to what you want. But just be conscious, doing things that are helpful for you. But it's time for you to act, and I'm going to show you the picture real quick. Let me just see if anything else I got here. Yeah, he's observing. I think you've already done this. You've already observed, you've already processed, you've already kind of evaluated where you want to go, and now it's time to go for it. Let me just see here, guys. Kim Siegel, you are next. Kim Siegel. What do we got? Mouse. There's a mouse in the house. Holy son of a bee. All right, so I did have a mouse in the house, and I don't like killing animals, so... but, I also don't want little pellets all over. So the house that we just sold in November, there's this little mouse. We actually named it Francesca. And everything I put out, it would not get caught. I tried an old-fashioned... I tried the little ones where they contain, what are they called? The little closed doors. I don't know if there's a message in here for you, but I'm just going to give this example because Spirit wants me to share it. What is it called? The little ones, the little white ones, you put peanut butter in and it shuts it and it kind of slams it. It would go in, eat the peanut butter, never slam, time and time again. So then I went to an old-fashioned mouse trap, put a little cheese, a little peanut butter, and you know how quickly they spring open with that little bar. Escaped every single time. I couldn't understand it. It was almost like toying with me, picking on me. And then I'm like, oh my God, I hate to do this, but I don't want mice to multiply. I don't want little pellets everywhere. So I got the sticky pads, and I felt really bad because one time at another house I did put some under my sink, and there was a bunch of little babies on it, and it's broken my heart since, and I felt really, really sad, and it's a slow death, and it's not very humane. So I put the sticky pads out anyways, and I'm like, I'm sorry, Francesca, I can't take this anymore. Disappeared. It's as if she literally disappeared. She knew and left. So to me, what that whole story is saying is you've got this like energy. Oh God, of escaping. You might be small, like in the big picture, but you're not. You're so powerful. You can get around anything, Kim. You can be quiet, you can be meek, but it's like the energetic embodiment of the divinity that you have can literally get you out of the stickiest of situations. They're saying the sticky, the sticky pad I put there, the mouse, and I put two side by side. I knew it was his or her little runway. Did not touch it. You can get yourself out of sticky situations like a mouse. You know how a mouse can like even make its body really skinny and go under a door? So this is what it's telling me of you, Kim. You're like super magical, super powerful, and you can actually, what's the word? Defy all logical, physic reasoning. So that is really awesome, but I'll read you the actual thing. Pay close attention to details as not to let anything important escape your attention. Well, Francesca, that mouse was totally in tune, totally aligned. It's a time of plenty for you. You keep getting that abundance. That requires vigilance, though. That means self-discipline. Self-discipline isn't doing what you think you are supposed to do. Self-discipline is aligning to your heart energy, which you got your master at. You may be missing something that is obvious right in front of you, but that's telling me, no, you're not, because Francesca did not miss anything. It's appropriate time for you to for closer scrutiny of all that's going on in your life. To me, it's telling me you are paying attention to detail. You see what others do not see, and
No, I'm saying it's here. It says you could be making a dispassionate assessment of your strengths and your limitations without judgment, and be completely honest with yourself. You're missing an opportunity by narrowly focusing your attention on only one or two activities. No, I'm just going to say, if you are doubting anything, no, you have it. You are focused. You are pay attention to the detail, and you can escape or create in tiny openings. You can make a lot out of nothing. Mice live in this tiny little thing, or a tiny little hole, or tiny little whatever, but it's abundant. It's all plush and nourished, and it's got its little nest, and it's got its little food all there for it. So also, last words, it's not about quantity, they're saying, Kim, it's about quality. All right, good message. Hey, Susan. You're welcome. It's actually a book page, Lauren. But same thing. And I always call it a card. Deborah. Yes. Shoo. All right. What's Deborah got to hear? Shoo. During this root chakra clearing, healing, and aligning to the energy of their divinity, your divinity. Prairie dog. Oh, these are so cute. Those little prairie dogs are always like paying attention to them. You're commenting. You're helping them. Like dogs, it's a type of dog, I guess. I don't know, is it? Or is it a rodent? But anyways, they work together. You're there working together. You're being the comments behind the scenes, the encouragement, the enlightenment, the wisdom, the intelligence, the divinity working through you. You're always observant and aware. This is getting to be a common theme with the mouse and the prairie dog. All right, what it says is get involved in your immediate community, which you do, absolutely, in some way, through volunteer work or civic activity. Take some time for yourself, such as a treat or a day of silence in order to recharge your batteries and get a fresh outlook on the situation at hand. Increase amount of vegetables in your diet. And you've been pushing too hard on a situation and meeting resistance all in the way. So step back, observe. So if you are feeling a little stuck or confused about something, don't do anything. Don't try to mull it over in your mind. Don't try to sage it away. Just step back, be that observer. They want you to, this is also a message of stepping back from these situations and being an observer. And this is exactly what you do. Then you implement action when you feel inspired, which you always do on everybody's and your lives and everything. Discernment is called for in the situation as to push forward or to retreat. So whatever, if there is a personal life situation and you're a little confused or want to push forward or you feel like you're not getting anywhere, just be that observer. Take a step back. It's almost like put Deborah here, take your spirit self, and like all of a sudden, just imagine your spirit, the real you, being elevated as that observer, as that awareness. Did I do Lynn already? I don't know. You live on Prairie Street. So that is an extra affirmation of the message for you. Oh my God, that's so funny. That is so funny. Oh my God. All right. Lynn, next. Johnson. Oh my God, that's so funny. Shoo. Goat. Oh my God. You guys are all unbelievable. So you guys have all probably seen those pictures of the mountain goats, how they're on tiny little cliffs, or you've seen the pictures where they're in trees. Again, defying what you think is possible. Being your own superhero. Having the ability, the tools, the gifts, talents, alignment. They're saying you have the alignment to align on the tiniest little overhang cliff. You think of these mountain climbing goats on these huge rocky cliffs. You're like, how the hell do they make it up there? Aren't they going to take the little hooves and slide down? How do they stand and how are they not afraid to stand on that ledge that's like 1 inch big and their body's bigger? That is you, because you know why? You are in alignment and connected to your divinity, represented by that white. You guys are all like master light blasters and defining all odds. Again, another one, it says be very discerning regarding your relationships, trusting your senses. All of these are to do with trusting our senses. The mouse has to trust, very instinctive, very aware. What did you have? The prairie dog, the goat. Lauren had the panda. Trusting the divine guidance, that clarity. Okay, stop butting your head against the wall. Trying to get through trying to get through who isn't accessible. So people are on their own path. And even though, Lynn, you might see the truth, or you see the higher perspective. We can't force it on anyone. Lord knows I've tried. You can't like just knock sense into people. It's their own journey. They have to understand and experience it themselves. All you can do is be that example, like the goats that just get up that ledge, get up the mountain. Obstacles are nothing for them. And that's what you are. Obstacles have no bar on you. They can't hold you back. Ask for the support you need in spite of any fear of being vulnerable. Keep moving forward step by step towards your goal. The goal you're after. Trusting that you'll be able to climb over any obstacles. That if you should slip, you'll always land on your feet. And what was I just saying? You might be afraid of slipping back. You might be afraid of falling. You might even think that, oh my God, I took one step forward only to take two back. No. You're exactly where you need to be. Keep trusting and keep taking step by step by step. It's critical that you spend time outdoors and immerse yourself in nature. Your libido is strong right now, so allow its expression in a variety of creative and harmless ways. So maybe even breathing into that, what's it called? Solar plexus? No, not solar plexus. What's the orange chakra? I've just totally lost it, guys. You know, the one between the root and the solar plexus. Anyways, it's a sexual energy, creative energy, self-empowerment. Someone can write that down for me. I've just gotten a total freeze. Sacral. There we go. Sacral. Scrutiny. All right. Hey, Amy. Deborah. All right, guys. Yes. Hey, Abilita Mamacita. May I have one? I had a goat herd. Oh my goodness, love goats. Yeah, I love goats too. Goat is my sign in Chinese astrology. You know, the whole Chinese have all the animals. So goats are very like they love home life. They love family. They love creating this nice environment. Yeah, they're friendly. They're compassionate. So very beautiful. Eat more greens. All right. Sacral. Thank you, Lisa. I said it before I saw you guys. All right. So yeah, sure, Natalie. If you don't mind sharing out, I'd appreciate it. I'm doing just some Native American. Not Native American. I'm doing animals. All right. Deer. Oh my God. So a deer is also, that's funny. That's one of my animals too. If you're born in June, the deer, oh my God. So I just said Native American animals, even though these aren't Native American, but the Native American astrology for June is the deer, son of a bee. And I got all the tingles. I don't know, Natalie, if you are connected to Indians or Native Americans, but if not, they are connected to you. I'm getting all the tingles in my legs and my arms, and you too. If you watched the beginning of this, I was talking about how right now a lot of us that are connected are clearing the root chakra of those timelines of where repression was with the Native Americans, natural tribes, where they had everything white from them. Their little towns, homes were set on fire. Their children were taken. Their food, whatever, all of that kind of stuff. And what's happened is all of that memory has been held in Gaia and held in the earth, held in our cellular memory. And right now we're clearing and healing a lot of that emotional repression, and we're activating the gifts that have been lost from those timelines, the gifts, the strength, the courage, the connection, the camaraderie, the support, all of that. So you might be going through that, and I'm feeling it in the solar plexus right now with you. So something might be calling you to trust in family, or trust a stance you are taking with your family. Because after I got done that, I felt strong solar plexus, which is yellow, which is trusting, which is honoring yourself, honoring your power, honoring your light, and trusting the path that you take. So maybe you've been a little confused about maybe what impact it might have to family, or something to do with your family members, whether it be immediate family or you're just healing ancestral family stuff. But to trust in your path, and to trust in it. So you get the deer. Deer also, very, very common theme today, being alert, instinctive, aware. They can smell. Maybe you smell spirit, because you know how they can smell
and just get a tiny whiff from the wind and they're off. They're kind of anxious, they're kind of timid. What Spirit is saying is you don't need to be timid, be strong and be courageous. Listen to your internal guidance. That will be your protection in fleeing or when you need to leave a situation or when something is not safe for you. It says you've been involved in some aggressive, negative circumstances and need to seek out safe, nurturing situations and people. That's so weird. So I don't know if any of this resonates for you. More than ever, you need to trust your gut instinct. What did I just say? Trust your gut, trust your intuition. I absolutely am always never, I never take for granted when things sync up and the words match what I was intuitively feeling. I love that. You're poised for enticing adventure once you take down many different paths and lead ones that will take you down many different paths and lead to important insights. Be gentle with yourself and others. You specifically got the mule deer when I turned, so I'm just going to read what that says. But let me, that's the caribou. So that's the general deer meaning, Natalie, but you got specifically, my eyes went to mule deer. You're in a phase of your life where you're wondering about a clear sense of direction. So go ahead and enjoy it. Spend time wandering around in the forest or bush without specific direction or goal. So just trust your path. You don't need to know the end result. It's the journey. But what's important is that the joy and following those higher frequencies, following the joy. And don't feel guilty about feeling joy. Now I'm feeling it in my heart. Maybe you've been holding back on your joy, thinking it's going to affect other people. But they're saying, no, the greatest thing you could do unto others is to follow your own joy and align to your own heart energy. So beautiful message. All right. Thank you guys for all being here. Feel the fear and do it anyways. Keep moving forward. You guys are so beautiful. God, you guys are beautiful energy. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Always trust my gut. That's just affirming, Natalie. Just affirming. Very beautiful. And ancestral energies, and maybe you're already aware of that, you are activating through your joy and following your gut. You actually activate light codes and stuff in your DNA that is coming back into our awareness. Things that have been forgotten could be just deep wisdom, understanding, intelligence of the spirit realm, of how things really operate energetically. Through your trust and through you moving forward, through your own self-empowerment, you are releasing that power from those timelines and from ancestors. Did I do you, Carolyn? Son of a bee, I went through so many people I don't even know. Carolyn, let me know if I pulled you a card or not. Or a book. A page. Let me know if I went... Hey, Thaddeus. Carolyn, let me know if I pulled you one yet. I don't know. I've been getting some serious visions of past wisdom. Ah, beautiful. So trust in it. Trust in it. Thaddeus! Here we go, Thaddeus. Shoo! What is Thaddeus? What animal? Boop. Oh my God. So same thing. Same thing. The deer. The deer for you too. You got the deer. So that's being very observant, curious, following your instincts, which to me is following your internal guidance. I know that you aren't born in June because you're a Leo, but I know you said your wife's a Gemini, so I don't know if she's born in June or not. This might have something to do with your wife. Maybe you're concerned. I don't know. Maybe she needs some strengthening. Trusting your gut, having that support. Maybe you could, I don't know why I'm thinking deer with your wife, because I was just thinking I was a deer with Native American astrology. Maybe she is having some confusion thoughts or whatever. It's just saying to me to give her the support or the trust that she needs to move or work through something, to listen to her. We thought this was going to be about you, Thaddeus, but I swear to God it's your wife. To listen to her concerns and her guidance, which I'm sure you do, but I think she needs to be heard. Hold on here. The mule deer, too, is specifically what was for you also. It says you're in a phase of your life where you're wondering about without a clear sense of direction, so go ahead and enjoy it. So I guess it's trusting whatever decisions allow her to take the steps or direction and trust in her own decisions, in her decisions. Spend time wandering around in the bush without specific direction or goal. So, I don't know. I have a feeling this has something to do with your wife. I don't know why. I could be wrong. Let me know. Is she June? Is she June? No, I didn't. Okay, you'll be next, Carolyn. She does have to put up with John. I know. She's like, what the hell? Where the hell am I going? I just feel like I'm in this aimless wonder world. She's very intuitive. She needs to trust her instincts. And, they've got a very clear sense of smell. I don't know if she has all the psychic awareness that you have, but Spirit is speaking to her. They're saying through whiffs. She'll get whiffs of insight. And for you to encourage her to trust herself, I guess is that message. Sorry, John. That was a little bit whatever, but that's what I was getting. Yes, she is June. So, all right. Carolyn, next. Shoo! Last one. What the hell? That's not even an animal. All right, it's not even an animal, but I really trust that things happen for a reason. So I'm just going to read the paragraph of what it's talking about, Carolyn. I'm just going to read it. There's got to be something here for you. I'm just going to trust it. Because it stops in mid-sentence, I'm going to start, and we're going to end it with this. It says, Tim and his wife, Beth, provide another illustration. A few years ago, they were preparing for a major move to New York City, and Tim was feeling extremely anxious about it to the point of losing sleep and dropping weight. It says, one night, a raccoon, so to me, I think, yeah, I'm getting the tingles. The raccoon is significant in this message. The raccoon comes out at night, wears a mask, has the black eyes. To me, automatically, don't be blind to what your intuition is telling me. So even in the raccoon, don't be blinded to the energies you feel. To trust them, don't be blind. Don't be blind, they're just saying. Don't be blind, trust your tuition, whatever that might mean. It says, so one night a raccoon showed up in their backyard. He looked for a message for the raccoon in my book, The Power Animals, and discovered that it was about resourcefulness. They are resourceful. They go in the garbage at night. They get what they need. They sneak around the scenes, and discovered that it was about resourcefulness. At that point, Tim realized he did in fact have all the necessary resources, both internal and external, for this move. It relaxed him a great deal, and he and his wife are now living successfully in their new home in New York City. So maybe you are questioning literally maybe a physical move, a move in work, job, career, relationship, state of being. It could even be a gym, moving from one gym to another, an exercise, whatever. It's saying that you do have the necessary resources. You do have what it takes to make that change. Don't be blinded to the resources available to you. Don't discount anything. Be open to receiving. And all I see, they just show me this little raccoon doing all this stuff. And getting what they need. So you are very resourceful. Whatever you need, you got what it takes, and things will show up when you need it. It's like a bird. A bird doesn't worry about getting its worm the next day. A bird is in the moment. It wakes up every moment, gets its food then. It doesn't say, okay, oh my God, I got to worry about tomorrow. It only has the now. The bird realizes that. So same with whatever preparations or whatever changes you are thinking, moves. In order to move forward, we're not going to be given the whole thing, because that's part of the experience of being human, learning the trust, learning the faith, learning that how we're provided for, learning that we can create and manifest what we need, just knowing that we're provided and supported. And Spirit is also saying to you, Carolyn, you are provided and you are supported as you make your moves. We all need to live in the now, yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for sharing out. Please share out if you haven't shared out. And as always, if you guys ever want your own private messages, I do have options on Temple of the Sun, different readings. Doesn't have to be that, but if you want any special coaching, spiritual messages, guidance, inbox me. All right, guys, just looking at a couple of your comments. Animals coming up. All right, guys, I love ya. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for all that you are. And don't forget today's the main thing is, guys, oops, let me flip this. Give you guys some nice scene. The main message today was shine your light, guys. We didn't go through what we went through to dim ourselves. Everything that we have gone through up to now is to exemplify us, to illuminate us, to empower us to be all that we were meant to be.